What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Friday morning to all of you. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. here in San Jose, Costa Rica. 11 a.m. in Miami, where we will be at the Diplomat Beach Resort. I will be there 48 hours from now. I'll be just about to land. I'll be 45 minutes. I'll be putting my chair in a upright position because I will be landing in Miami. I'm very, very, very excited. I would like to get this show started off by sending love to a man we haven't talked about enough lately, who went through the very difficult situation that is chemotherapy recently. And I truly believe he's the heart and soul of this show, and that is Vegas Gunn. And if circumstances were different, Vegas Gunn would be in Miami with us. And I just want to send him and his wife, Lily, so much love. And we will think about you often when we're in Miami. We will toast you, and we will just send as much love to you as possible, and know that you would be there if circumstances were different. So just want to start the show by saying so much love to our guy, Vegas Gunn. This is my last day of shows in Costa Rica for at least a week. We're moving to Miami shortly. We have DJ Big Boss joining our show in 47 minutes from where I have no idea. And before I welcome everybody into the show, let me tell you, actually, you know what? Before I get upset about yesterday's card, I didn't move with Ragu on the Indians 7-0 after the first inning. I told you guys Derek Rodriguez was going to have a good start. I didn't even follow through with that. Then I lose the Cubs -1. In about 5 minutes, I lose. Harper hits the grand slam, so the Cubs -1 loses. Now, I did have Cubs first 5, -0.5, but Cubs -1 loses, and then the Bombers block a BC Lions punt and bring it back for a touchdown. And, oh, God, I was extremely angry. But let's focus right now on the glory that is our chat. Shout out to Pink-Eyed Jeannie in the house, spreading pink eye awareness. There's Chatman LeBaron in the house. Thank you for the love there. He says the show definitely gives great perspective. I'm in Mississippi. Sports betting was a gift horse if you can comprehend and listen to your intuition and the facts. Lock City in the house, giving a shout out to Pink Eye. Yeah, man. I've noticed Pink Eye Genie's been very, very hot for a while. Eddie Oiler saying Blue Bombers easy win last night. It was not. They couldn't move the ball through the air. God, Nichols gets hurt late. Well, it got hurt twice. Streveler comes in. Streveler's bad. Oh, God, just extremely irritating that I don't cover the 10.5. 13-12 in the third quarter Lions. Jansen in the house. Vaughn Polo saying, I like the Indians, Marlins, Mets, and Astros. That's a copy and paster. We've got to make lots of moves. We've got to be fast and brisk. We've got to go. We have this huge MLB card that we have to get through. Now, I know it's a giant card. I've reached out to a couple people to come onto the show to help us with this 5-game WNBA card on the late show. We have our NFL games broken down for Friday. I had a bad day in the NFL preseason, went 1-3 there. We'll talk about that. Then we have CFL. We have a lot of work to do, but this show right now, we're going to focus on Major League Baseball. Bubbarito in the house. Mally Mal. Walla Walla Dose. Yeah, the Raiders was too easy, but everything. I lose the first half over in the Packers game by a half point. Just an extremely irritating night. Jansen says, when is the Miami party? The Miami party starts Sunday night and ends Sunday night. It's a week-long party. We got Guru Sports Bet says, how about them A's boys play today? Moves to 74-25. Yes, excellent call. I had the under 5.5. It was 0-0. First 5 under 5. I was 0-0 going into the fourth, and that lost too. Just a horrible, horrible, horrible day. Red Girl in the house. Lamont Williams catches his max bet with the Twins. I led Lamont Williams in a bad way by thinking Tehran was going to have a good start. Fuck, man. Upsetting. I don't back Derek Rodriguez, but I back Tehran. Nasty Nate in the house. 400 says Cubs lose today. Yes, there's a flu going through the team. 5 to 6 people have it. That's why their big bat wasn't in the lineup yesterday. And, man, it's a tricky spot with Hendricks. I think Hendricks could have a good start. I know he's got a 5.16 ERA on the road, but I think he could have a good start. But clearly, without Saya, they're just the flu's going through. But also, let's not take too much into the flu, because that's also led us the wrong way when we've done that in the past. Josh Boyno, Bookie Lover Q, Nut Flush Allen. Nut Flush Allen says, Jimmy, I'm here listening with Big Rob and Trey from Albertsons. Shout out to Big Rob and Trey. Nut Flush Allen is our guy, whom we love dearly. Any friend of Nut Flush is a friend of ours. Shout out to Big Rob and Trey from Albertsons. We got Jose Ruiz, Mississippi Kid. We got Shadow in the house. Said had the absolute best day wagering ever yesterday. 6-0-2 plus 8 on 11 team and 17 parlay. Oh my God, Shadow, that's incredible. Lamont Williams still went 8-2 yesterday. Would have gone 8-1 if it wasn't for me. Paco Healy in the house. We got Rich G, Mr. Gokester, Q Peso, our guy Q Peso in the house. Man, father of young Lobagel and Q Peso, whom we love so much. Prince of the City, he'll be partying in Miami. Brad Hansen ready to get to work. Yellow Jesus blessing all of our plays. Anil Frank ready to go. Astute Chaos, Tom Marino, Tomor, Jim Rome's a douche. Eric Jones, Big Ragu. Nice call on the Indians, man. Riku Rokes, that's Ron Walsack, says WNBA trend 8-2 over 160 since Grindr blow up. Refs calling a lot more fouls. Ooh. Oh, Ron. That's a nice little bit of info for us. Copy and paste that, Ron. Beautiful. Good call. Viper MB said, what good, Jimmy? I'm on Matt's money line for 5 units. Only play today. A big boy bet on the Nets. Torino hit the under in NFL postseason. 6-2 in the preseason so far. I'm 7-9. Actually, Rafa, can we pop up that NFL record? Because just quickly pop it up. I'm now 7-9. Transparency and honesty. There you go. God, upsetting. And all I could think about was Jin Rami saying, can you really win in NFL preseason? Von Polo says, I hit the Buffalo Bills in the Miami Dolphins today. I'm on the over in the Dolphins game. I think I might take the first half over. Pink Eye Genie 2-0 in NFL this year. Denver -2.5 in the Hall of Fame game. And Raiders +3 last night. Great job. Malin says, Jimmy, the Jaguars trash. Told you they weren't covering, man. They trash. You're right, man. Oh, man. Von Polo says, I was thinking about you, Jimmy, when you lost that first half by a half. Man, it was upsetting. And Twain Seymour in the house says, trail time to party. Yes, I can't wait to party with you, man. Jamal Stone, Joe De Leon. Paco Healy says, first day of school and first game of cheer for my little girl, but that's no excuse for not being in Miami. No, it's all good, Paco Healy. Never again will I miss a low bagger event. Forgive me, Jimmy, for I've sinned. We love you so much, Paco Healy. Don't worry. There's Topset. There's Poppy Longwood. Okay, let's get to work right now. Steven Mendez, Michelle Rudolph, played Phillies down 5-0 at +750. Oh, Michelle. Well, that makes me feel a little better, Michelle Rudolph. That makes me feel a little better about my loss. At least my loss came with your glory. Okay. Nancy Knight says, I want to go but can't take off work during the summer. All right. And then Guru says, what happened to Sanchez? I told y'all you were giving him too much credit. Nice call. There's Jordan Elmquist. Says, let's go green again today. Low baggers. Chris Favors went with the Indians +145. Good job, Chris. Great job. God, Ragu was on it too. At least our birthday pick, White Sox team total over hit, and that didn't hit till the 9th inning. So, I mean, it could have been worse. All right, let's get to work. Jan says, will you be doing a show for Miami? Nothing's going to change. Same 2 shows a day, Audible on Tuesday and Friday. It's all about doing our live show. I mean, the show is what it's all around. We're not just not going to do the show. Show will be on as normal, and we're going to have guests, and we're going to have all that stuff. So it's all going to be, it's going to be great. Chatman giving a shout out to the Niner hat. Thank you. Nasty Nate says, maybe we shouldn't talk about Miami the whole show today because of the people who can't make it. It just hurts feelings. Okay, there's Aaron, maybe Astute Chaos. And yeah, Big Roo says, White Sox team told over birthday winner yesterday. That was nice to see. Spreadsheet had a tough day yesterday, but today it's Cincy, Mets, Tampa Bay, Dodgers, and that's just bound to happen once in a while. All right, here we go. And let me copy and paste this from Dom Reach. Says, love Padres, Paco. I took team total over Padres 4.5. And wow, in the game over 7. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste that and the spreadsheet plays. All right, let's get to work. That was a little longer than I was hoping to give it. And we have a ton of work to do breaking down this action. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's go right now. Whew. Okay, Jose Ruiz on Mets run line, Tampa run line, Boston run line parlay of the day. I will copy and paste this parlay of the day as well. Bookie Lover Q says Dodgers at plus money looks like a gift. I don't know. I mean, what are they? They're 7 games over 500 on the road? I mean, we got to remember when the Dodgers and Astros go on the road, they're not these 35, 40 game over 500 juggernauts. They're what they are on the road. All right, let's get to work. Let's start. Big Boss will be joining us in the over. Yeah, I feel you, Dom. And okay, so let's get to work. Indians at Yankees. Let's bring up the market moves. And let's start hammering this card right now. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at Betting with the Bag. Last day of shows in Costa Rica till we are in Miami. All right, we're going to start with this. We're going to start with this Indians-Yankees spot. Savali versus Tanaka. The total opened at 10.5. And some books have moved it to the over. Some books have moved it to the under. Bookmakers did the under at -115. It opened it to pick them, -110 you saw away. Some books have gone to the over like Bovada, and BetOnline has just left it at -110 where it's at. The money line opened up at -174, a big move towards the Cleveland Indians. Big move towards Savali. We had the note off the top of the show on our graphics about Savali. Third straight start to open up his career where he's allowed 1 run or less and pitched at least 6 innings. There's a reason why they got rid of Trevor Bauer. Von Polo liking Indians money line. Mr. Jocelyn says so many people on the Indians money line, it scares me. Chris Favor says up $1,000 on a $50 free play, 4.5 rollover. Beautiful stuff. Red Girl says went 2-5 last night, just bad. I was very bad too, and I know that we'll both bounce back. Red Girl, I have almost never seen you have a losing night, so I know that you're going to bounce back immediately. Mr. Johnson said Corbin ERA at home is insane compared. Yes, it's the second best home ERA in the league, but let's stay focused here on this game. Rich G says, how about them Indians? Yanks pitching is trash. Expect the same today. Indians money line took it last night. Nice job. Tomorino leaning towards Cleveland. Viper NB leaning towards the Yankees. Rico Roxas took Indians +1.5 yesterday. Was nervous to take the money line. All right, Indians hitting 254, 772 OPS versus righties. Yankees are hitting 271, 831 OPS versus righties. Ramirez homered twice and tied a career high with 6 RBIs. Cleveland got 24 hits. I mean, they haven't hit them. They haven't got that many hits since April 18th, 2009. That was also at Yankee Stadium. Savali pitched last Sunday in Minnesota. That's a tough club to pitch against. 1 run, 4 hits, 6 innings, took a no decision. Aaron Judge is not hitting 0 for 5, 10 for 55, skid. Masahiro Tanaka, 7.16 ERA in his last 6 outings, but he's coming off a gem in Sunday's 1-0 win at Toronto. He allowed 3 hits, 8+, 94 pitches, 2 more than he did in 5 1/3 the start before in Baltimore, where he got touched. 1-2 with a 4.25 ERA in 5 career starts against Cleveland. Sue's 387 says Tanaka fly ball pitcher, bad news. Mr. Johnson says Savali dominant versus Twins makes me think he does well versus the Yankees. Anil Frank says, when was the last time Yanks got destroyed like that at home? They're going to bounce back tonight. -1.5 team total over. This does concern me. The time to take the Indians was last night at +170. I was afraid to do that. And I looked at it. I was afraid to do that. I thought that there was going to be a recency bias that was making me make that bet. Tormarino says, I think there will be value with Savali against teams like the Yankees. I haven't seen him. I agree with that. Tanaka coming off a great start. Is he going to turn it around moving into the stretch drive? And Jeff Joseph says, any call on the third jewel of Canadian Triple Crown going tomorrow? Yes, I will have a move on it for sure, Jeff. I will definitely have a move on that race. I just need to do a little bit more work on it, but I will be in touch with you and be very curious to hear who you like at this point. All right, so I'm not making a move on Indians-Yankees to get things rolling. And Pink Eye Genius had Indians last night, courtesy of Dave L.A. And great job. Great job. And Repula Gaming 5-0 against the spread in the preseason. Let's go. I love hearing that. All right. So I'm not making a move on this game yet. Let's just keep rolling. Sue's 387 is the over too simple a bet on the Yanks Indians? I think it is. I think it is. We don't have the wind blowing out. It's sideways. I just think it's a little too. I think that's about. I mean, Tanaka coming off that beauty start. It depends on what you see of Tanaka, but Savali against a lineup that hasn't seen him, I do think it's a little too simple to go right back to it after a 19-5 display. But, I mean, if you had a free play, I'm not entirely sure what I would do on the total right now. I guess I mean, you almost always want to take the over in every Yankees game. I hear that. Okay, let's keep rolling along. Brewers at Nationals, 85 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 5 miles per hour out to left center. Let's see what we're getting in this Brewers Nationals spot. Hauser versus Corbin. Corbin and the Nats open at -150. They're now at -153. This total was at 9.5 and it's now at 9. Hauser is going to be an opener. It's going to be a game of openers. Rich G says Indians team total over 4.5 might be worth a look. You know, it is worth a look. And if you look at these guys who are smashing the ball, like Ramirez, homered twice, 6 RBIs yesterday, I would get it. I would get it. Pink Eye Genie says, all y'all on Arizona today. I'm on the Shark money line. Leak's giving up 31 hits in 3 games. Leak does look a little susceptible right now. He does. And that Mariners ballpark was good to him. So I think that makes sense. Mr. Johnson says Nats run line intriguing. I agree. I think the Corbin and his excellence at home, 11 starts, 1.78 ERA, which we talked about off the top, and Washington scored 34 runs in their past 4 games. Sure, one of those games they scored 17, but even if you take that game off, they scored 17 runs in 3 games. They're hitting, they're rolling, they're playing good baseball, and they're at home, and they know that Scherzer's return's imminent. Lamont Williams says, my max bet Brewers full game under and Dodgers full game over. Oh, wow. Okay. Tom Marino says Nats are making a move on that in the division. And Boogie Lover Q says Corbin's numbers against the Brewers are atrocious. Well, why don't we take a good look at what they are here? Why don't we go batter versus pitcher and get an exact information on it? Where is my batter versus pitcher? There we go. Here we go. All right, let's take a quick look right now at how Corbin faces against this squad. Because one real nice angle in capping baseball is when you have a great pitcher with great numbers in a situation, but bad numbers against those batters. So against these Brewers, they have a 333 average and a 530 slugging. 66 at-bats are 22 for 66. 22 for 66. Braun 2 for 6. Pena 4 for 6. Arcia 3 for 7. Moustakas just 1 for 2. Yelich just 3 for 12. Grandal 5 for 15. You know, I guess that doesn't scare me that much. A 333 average, you'd think that the slugging would probably be over 530. You'd think with a 333 average, you'd have 1,000 OPS. It concerns me, but it doesn't concern me too much. We know that he was a National League pitcher in Arizona before the humidor, came in. And it was a very tough place to pitch. So it really doesn't concern me that much. Tormina says this isn't the same Brewer team. Brewers offense has struggled this year. I agree with that. In fact, Repula Gaming says Corbin struggles against the Brewers. I don't know. Coco Bongo says pick stunk yesterday. I think that's my fault. You know, Paco Hita says, Jimmy, do you think Paddock pitches well on the road against these Phillies? I want to wait till we talk about that game together. One interesting spot there, Paco, is that's a game that Big Boss has picked out to break down. So I really want to hear what Big Boss has to say. But yes, yeah, I think Paddock pitches well today. Jamel Wright says, other than Yelich, the bats are dead. First 5 Nats. I think the Nats take care of business here. But you're right. Probably isolating the first 5 might be a better look. But we have Milwaukee, and we're going to be into their bullpen all day. So maybe just doubling up here. The market move hasn't gone against us, so it's not like we're late to the party here. I think the Nats at home are the move. And I don't trust Hauser. Let's talk about Hauser for a second. Hauser making his 4th start since returning to the rotation, 10th of the season, but it's just going to be an opening situation. Lone appearance against the Nationals, May 7th at home, 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, no runs in the game. The Brewers won 6-0. Pie Guy liking the Phillies today. Boogie Lover Q says Paddock road ERA like 3 runs higher. Topset says Nats first 5 is my play. I like it. Steve Corderos about the Cubs, yeah. Brom Crawford says Joe Madden horrible managing last night. To think that you'd bring Derek Holland in is ridiculous. You know, I'm not going to be afraid of Corbin's numbers against the Brew Crew, and this is my first action of the day. I'm going to be jumping on Corbin here. I'm going to take him first 5 minus a half at minus 115. That's available at both 5 Dimes and Bookmaker. First 5 Nats, first 5 minus a half at minus 115. And then we're also going to go full game on the minus 1 line. So that will give me a money line of minus 1. Oh, sorry, that's first 5 still. That'll be better than minus 155 because we know their bullpen stinks. We're going to get a minus 151 money line. Minus 1. Oh, sorry. Also, Rafa, could you put up the baseball record? Sorry, I didn't do that. It was a tough day, a 3-6 day. Very, very, very disappointing. Sorry, I should have done that first. I was trying to get into the action as soon as possible. But where is my MLB? Oh, man, I can't even find it now. Okay. Oh, there it is. So just quickly, just so for transparency and honesty reasons, it started with the Cubs, or lost with Tigers first 5, hit with Cubs first 5 minus a half, lost with Cubs minus 1, hit with Reds first 5 minus a half, lost with Braves minus 1, lost with the Mets Atlanta under 5.5, lost with White Sox plus 149, cash the White Sox team total over 3.5, and then lost with Houston Oakland first 5 under 5, 3 wins, 6 losses, terrible, terrible day. All right, so money line, I'm getting minus 151. Here we go, money line, minus 151. And the -1.5 here. -1.5. I'm getting plus 130. That's available at both Pinnacle and 5 times, plus 130. All right, let's keep rolling. So we're going to full game money lines and totals here at sportsbookreview.com. Abdrazak Abdi says money line or spread -1. I'm doing a little of both. And Dom reaches, I was talking this morning about this same subject. Yes, I guess you guys are talking about market moves. And I found it a very, very interesting conversation. I wish I had more time with. But basically, Dom was saying this is the time of year where he doesn't consider market moves as much. And he also doesn't really consider stats before July 1st. And he traditionally, historically, has a very good August. And that's why. And we're talking about the Mets as a perfect example. The Mets open up -195. And there's been a huge move towards the Royals. Is that because the Royals are the right play? Or is that because Mets should not have been this big of a favorite? They should have opened at -170. So that's something that we need to talk about. Okay. Ron Crawford says, I would stay away from the Dodgers Yankees Astros for the foreseeable future. No competition in the races at all. Yes. And Tom Marino says, a lot of Corbin bad ERA against teams when he was in Arizona, when it was a hitting park too. I agree with all of that. Okay. I'm on the board now. Let's move on to Cubs at Pirates. There's Juan Ruiz now. It says, driving the Gulf Stream, taking notes, ready to party with my family. Juan Ruiz, I can't wait. Juan Ruiz, what days are you working there too? And because it'd be fun if you weren't working one of those days that we go there so we can hang with you. Oh, Juan Ruiz, we can't wait to party with you, man. What a treat it is to roll my guy, Juan Ruiz. Pie Guy says, Jimmy, that Oakland game was 0-0 in the fourth, then 3 bombs, 3 innings. Yes, it was extremely disappointing. Guru says, this market move makes no sense. Mets with Thor all the way. Yeah, it could have been it possibly could have been a mistake. Just a mistake to open it at that. And it just feels like I want to back. We're going to get to that spot. So let's just be patient. I want to talk about that game very much. But let's go Cubs Pirates right now. Top set says Jimmy Tigers first 5 run line 1 at plus 120. I think first 5 in full game at 2 has huge value. Tigers run line. We're going to be talking about that game shortly. But thank you for the heads up there. Top set. All right. And Joe Rich Ramirez is on the Cubs first 5 money line. Now, I feel like this might be a spot where we want to wait. Baez, who knows if he's going to be back now. It's tough when you're sick and then you have to travel. Baez, and supposedly from Madden, 6 or 7 players are dealing with flu symptoms. So I think Hendricks is going to have a nice start, but these Cubbies could be vulnerable in this spot. Let's see what the full game money lines and totals are. Here we go. And I certainly wouldn't take them full game, but open at -140. They're -139 now, a 1 cent move there. The total opened at 9, and that's where it is. It is at 9. 83 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 4 miles per hour, out to left center. Hendricks versus Musgrove. Hendricks, nice numbers overall, bad numbers on the road. Musgrove, 8-11, 4.71 ERA. Cubs rating 257, 791 OPS versus righties. Pirates rating 272, 777 OPS versus righties. Cubs lost 5 of 6, and that was a huge blow last night. Hendricks looked terrible in his last start. 10-1 Cubs lost Saturday at Cincinnati, gave up 7 runs, a career high 12 hits, and that was in 2 2/3, 3 home runs as well. Hendricks 4-6, 3.25 ERA and 14 career starts against the Pirates. 2-2, 3.34 ERA at PNC Park. Pittsburgh 6-25 since the All-Star break, coming off winning 2 of 3 in LA and then flying all the way back home. This just sort of feels like a spot where the offense could be quiet here. Jermel Wright says, I lean Pirates first 5. Cubs are horrible on the road. Jose Ruiz says, Pirates dog of the day. Dom Ricci says, Mets do have good interleague numbers, but I won't bet -165. The team total over is a lean at this point. Aaron maybe says, Hendricks is not the same on the road. First 5 is shaky. George Ramirez says, Cubs on the bounce back day, it must win. Richie says, Pirates smashing on the road. Want to see them do that at home before I take them. Let's see what the first half. Man, I've been getting hurt on these first 5 unders. But this could be a spot here with Musgrove and Hendricks that might be worth taking. Tormino says, I think Hendricks bounces back and he's dominated Pittsburgh. This is a good park for him, big outfield. I'm on Pittsburgh team total under 4. I get that. Pavon Poe's on the Pittsburgh team total over. Victor Yoro says, walk away from the Cubs. Jose Ruiz says, Cubs under looks appealing. I find the under appealing as well, but just first 5. I mean, I just don't want to have anything to do with either of these two teams' bullpens. Let's see what I'm looking at. First 5 here. First 5, under 5 at minus 109 would be Pinnacle. I'm just going to leave that as a lean right now. I'm just going to leave that as a lean and think about it a little bit more. First 5, under 5 at Penny. I mean, the only thing that scares me, or what scares me, I should say, is just that I've been losing these first 5 unders over the last little bit. Aaron maybe says Cubs have been must win for 2 weeks. They're trash on the road. They certainly are. All right, so I'm just going to leave that as a lean right now. Oh, sorry, that's not. There we go. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling. We got a lot of work to do. Padres at Phillies. I'm going to skip this game right now because DJ Big Boss is talking about it. And Poppy Longwood says boo boo way over. Boo boo way over. Torino says I backed the Pirates offense against the Angels, but they face very weak pitching. Pink Eye Genius, it's hard to take the under in the Pirates game with them causing errors all over the place, and their bats can wake up at any time. And Aaron may be only leaning over in this game. Okay, well, let's move on to Mariners at Blue Jays. So I'm going to make a move on the Blue Jays in this game, and it will be action because we don't know. They're going to have an opener before LeBlanc, and there's a couple different people who it could be. But do we not even have a money line? Because I thought there were some money lines coming up. We only have a bookmaker money line. Okay, why don't we wait then on this game? Oh, we do have a 5 dimes money line as well. Let's see. Do we have them from both? Yeah, we have them from 5 dimes and bookmaker. 5 dimes and bookmaker. Jeff Joseph says, Jimmy taking Quip in the classic. Only speed may steal it on the front. Oh, I love that. Sherigan Amaterasu says, I need strip club money, Jimmy. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear, my guy Sherigan. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this quickly. Not Sherigan's need for hookers, but or strippers, I should say. Right? Come on, let's give them respect. All right. Pie Guy says Blue Jays smash easy. I want to be all over the Blue Jays, but I'm not going to be able to bet it as of yet. I want to take team totals. So Wade LeBlanc can be a tricky pitcher, and he's been fine as an opener, but not on the road. On the road, he gets smashed. 75 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 6 miles per hour to left center. Wagas Pack's going to find a much easier job pitching against the Mariners than he found pitching against the Yankees. And he was having good starts before then. Jays 245, 727 OPS versus lefties. Mariners 239, 750 OPS versus righties. Jays took Thursday off after winning 12 of their past 19 games. They're playing well. Bichette's reached safely in all 17 of his major league games, just past Ted Williams. Tied Bill Russell. Not that Bill Russell. And second to only Rocco Baldelli. Mariners are 10-10 in their last 20, but they've only won 3 of their past 12. Seager's hot right now. It could be Tyler Gilboa coming up from Tacoma. It could be him. LeBlanc, 3.23 ERA and 11 appearances following an opener, but a lot of those have come at home. And I don't believe that will happen on the road. Christopher Smith in the house, thank you for joining us. MLB says, good point to me. Blue Jays should show up. I really do. I really like the Blue Jays here. This is a play that I want to make. But I guess, why don't we just see if there's more lines or more market opportunities here later? I mean, looking at this right now, I'm surprised that 5 dimes is giving it to us at minus 131. But let's just wait till the end of the show. So I'm going to make moves on the Jays. I'm going to make moves first 5, full game, and team total over. I'm going to make a big move on the Jays today. Day off, Mariners traveling up to Toronto. I just feel like it's a very nice spot here. All right. Mally Mouse's Wagas Pack, the type to lose to trash teams and beat contenders. He's been the opposite here, though, I think, Mally Mal. Let's bring up Wagas Pack quickly because he's looked good against the shit teams. But let me have the numbers in front of me so that I'm not just... All right, here we go. Where's Toronto? Here we go. MLB scores. Let's get there quick. Sorry, you guys. This will be very brief. Here we go. Toronto Blue Jays and Jacob Wagaspack. Big boy, 6'5", 230. This says 6'6", 215. Wow, he's taller than I even realized. So at Tampa Bay, he shuts them down. At Kansas City, he shuts them down. And he'd seen Tampa twice. Boston got to him. Yeah, and he's done a lot of interdivisional. He's been much better than I expected him to be. And I will be backing him here. Jansen says, was talking to a friend who works for the Jays, and he said, ever since Stroman and Sanchez got traded, the atmosphere on the team is much better. He said Stroman was a cancer. Wow. Lance Rose says LeBlanc going to get rocked. I agree with that totally. There's my guy, Jorge. Don't play. And Tomo says, I agree, Don Musgrove has dominated the Cubs, though. I'm not on them tonight. Dominique says, if the Cubs are going to win on the road, it will be in Pittsburgh. Time for them to make a move or fade away. The team's there up against big series. Cubs could advance. There's my guy, Northside Gambling Channel in the house. And Jorge, don't play cash fills over 11.5 last night. Talk about a wild ride, yeah. And MLB says, Wagaspack been showing up since he started this year. Look at anybody's stats against Yankees, guaranteed for it. I agree. And Wagaspack also, he's got 5 pitches. And one of the things I said about Wagaspack was that there's no A pitch in the arsenal. But I guess what he's showing is that if you're 6'6", you have that long reach, and you have 5 B pitches, then you can be good. You can be good. Chad Cannon says this group of young Blue Jays are talented and very smart baseball players. I look to back them a lot down the stretch. I like it. And, okay. Jose Ruiz said he got the win against the Yankees. He's not talking about Wagaspack, right? Wagaspack only went 3 2/3. Let's see that. He went 3. Did he come in after an opener and get the win there? That's possible. I know the team won, but I don't know if he won. And Steve Mendes is really like Blue Jays, young, good team, pitching okay. Yeah, pitching's weak, but, those guys just bring excitement to the table. All right, let's keep rolling. Orioles, Red Sox, Aaron Brooks, family friend of Nutflush Allen. Nutflush has been taking that first inning score every time Aaron Brooks pitches, and it's been cashing. He's looked really bad. Porcello has looked really bad as well at times. He's still going 6 innings, but a terrible, terrible ERA. Let's see what we're talking about. Full games, money lines, and totals. Here we go. Full game, money lines, and totals. Orioles at Red Sox. The total opened at 12. It's now at 11.5. Porcello opened at minus 270. It's now at minus 265. There's been a 5-cent move towards the Orioles. And there is more of that in this morning. So money's coming back in on Boston. Yes, it was down to 260. It was down to 255. Oh my gosh. Is that right? Last night it went down to Pinnacle opened up at 240, minus 245. So it went down to minus 233. And now it's at minus 270. You got to think that the over is going to be in play here. But Porcello is capable of having good starts at home. The safest play has got to be, a team total with these Red Sox. It just feels that way. Let's go to the Red Sox now. I'm back on the Pinnacle site, although I don't like the layout at all. And, oh, man, come on. Are you not going to... What the hell's going on? Are they not going to give me the... Okay, this is about to be a done deal. If I'm not going to get... All right. This is ridiculous. Okay, Pinnacle, come on, step up. There's 15 MLB games. Show me them. I have no time for this. Okay, here we go. Here's the Red Sox spot. Now let's look at team totals right now. Here we go. Team total, first 5. Team total, first 5. Oh my God, this. I'm gonna throw my computer in a second. The team total full game is 6.5 at minus 131 for these Red Sox. And the first half team total, that's the total. First half team total is 4.5 with a plus number. Those are really high team totals, man. Those are really high team totals. Bobby Diesel said, as a diehard Sox fan, Porcello, I don't care who he plays, should never be that high. Jimmy, the over is a lean. The over has got to be a lean. Christopher Comentini says, Boston first 5 team total over. Team total over. Baltimore first 5 over and full game over. I like all those looks. Let's quickly see exactly how bad he's been at home, because sometimes Porcello turns it on at home and he makes it an extremely difficult capping situation with Porcello. I never feel comfortable or confident when I'm going against him or I have his back. Here he is at home this year. He's a 5.34 ERA. His last 4 starts have all been at home, and he's got crushed by the Rays, crushed by the Angels, and he took care of the Yankees and the Royals. What a question mark this guy is. Astute Chaos was leaning Baltimore Boston full game over, but then I'm leaning Baltimore team total over 4.5. I get that. Pie Guy says Brooks is straight up garbage, but the Orioles could win 10-8. Yeah. Chad Cannon says Porcello an auto fade. There's my guy, No Lean Nose, in the house. And MLB and Guru saying Porcello not a minus 270 guy, and MLB saying exactly. All right, let's just move on from that game at this point. Let's move on to Tigers at Rays. We got 14 minutes till DJ Big Boss will be joining us. Tigers at Rays. Norris versus Morton. Norris has not looked good in his last 2 starts. Rays are hitting 256, 750 OPS, and just put Avisail Garcia on the IL. Morton, 13-4, 2.90 ERA, 1.09 whip. What a great signing this guy was. What a great signing. He's just very good. Tormenta said the best value is still on the over. Bullpens are mostly trash this year. Jamel Wright saying with Porcello and the bullpen, it's a stay-away game. Yeah, it's... Okay, so let's move forward here. The Rays won 9 straight before losing 7-2 on Wednesday to San Diego. Tampa took 2 of 3 from Detroit early June. Morton will start Friday's game. Morton is a beast, and in that series, he held the Tigers to 5 hits in 7 innings, struck out 8 in a 4-0 victory. He's good. I remember watching that game. Morton gave up 4 runs in 6 innings while striking out 10 at Seattle on Saturday. That was a bit of a weaker performance from him, but he's still 32 Ks to 2 walks in his last 4 starts. Norris struggled in his last 2 starts, combined 8 earned runs, 5 home runs, and just 8 2/3. I mean, you know, the Rays are 20 games over 500. They're just 3 games over 500 at home, so it's not like this is like a slam dunk for the Rays, and especially at minus 300. I mean, sure, they're likely to win this game, but where do you find value and where do you find an angle? The total opened at 8. It's now at 7.5. Bovada's still hanging the 8. Sean Glass on Tampa in first 5 under in the game. Tormenta said Morton looked good last start, but the value of Tampa has been on the road all year. I don't see any value in this game. Bookie Lover Q on Tampa run line. Yeah, it's very hard to find value here. And Lance LaRose on Detroit team total under. All right, so and Christopher Smith on Tampa Bay run line. Okay, let's keep Bobby Digital alternate run line minus 2.5 Tampa. Guru says biggest public money is the over. Must be so sharp bettors waited for the 12 and took the under. Oh, wow. Okay. I get that talking about the Red Sox game. And Jermel says Rays are terrible at home, but Norris looks terrible. Don't see value. I agree. Okay, let's keep rolling. Let's move on to Cardinals at Reds. Wainwright versus Castillo. 86 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 5 miles per hour, out to left center. Wainwright, 8-8, 4.35 ERA, 1.41 whip. Castillo, 11-4, 2.69 ERA, 1.11 whip. Cardinals are hitting 242, 712 OPS versus righties. Reds are hitting 247, 749 OPS versus righties. Cardinals, 28 runs during a 5-game streak, and then 2 hits, lockdown, shut down by the Reds. That was one of my few wins last night, that first 5 minus a half for the Reds, and that even came in the bottom 5th. It could have been a truly awful night. And Top Set going back to his idea on the Tigers. Says Tigers -1 is plus 400. Yeah, I get it. Norris is capable of having a good start here. Ben Sports 24/7 says Reds money line for sure. Castillo is money. Let's see what the market is here with this Cincy St. Louis spot. It opened at -150 for the Reds. There's been a 9-cent move towards the Cardinals. This total opened at 9.5 and is now down to 9. I don't want Wainwright on the road. We should still wait if you're back in the Reds to find out if Votto will be in the lineup dealing with lower back tightness. Missed yesterday's game, was a late scratch. Wainwright, 1 run, 6 hits, 6 innings, 3-1 victory against Pittsburgh on Saturday. 9-12 with a 5.31 ERA, 31 appearances versus Cincinnati. They've always seemed to have his number. July 19th, 7 runs, 9 hits, 3 1/3. He's trouble here. Castillo 2-3 with a 3.11 ERA in 8 career starts against St. Louis. Yeah, the Jermel writes his cards first 5 under, ride the under train. Tormenta says Wainwright has been garbage against lefties. Reds lineup should match up well. Castillo's thrown a lot of pitches last 2 starts. I'm not on the game. That's interesting. And Christopher Smith on Cincinnati -1 first 5. Pie Guy says Votto gets the Wainwright. Well, let's just look at who does, because if it's Votto is the main guy getting to him, then it might be a spot where we need to stay off. Let me get to this baseball data. Or stay off, wait until we know if Votto's going to be in the lineup. Here we go with the Reds. Where are they? Here we go. Cardinals, Reds against Wainwright. Votto, eat. Wow, 333, 627 slugging. 17 for 51 with 6 doubles and 3 jacks. And Castillo holds these cards to 226 average. I think Votto's an important piece. That we want to know if he's in the lineup. Guillermo Zertuch, my guy Guillermo says Saratoga race 10, number 8, Blue Parrot at 5-1. I bet Blue Parrot, was it just last week? It must have been 2 weeks ago. I was on Blue Parrot in the competition. He got me right in the drink hole. But I'll go back to the well. Okay, thank you for sharing that, Guillermo. I've got the Audible today, but hopefully I can squeeze that in. Thank you so much for sharing that. Steve Cordero saying Votto ain't getting to nobody anymore. Sean Glass says Votto player prop sounds good. I wouldn't, Sean. If he's dealing with lower back tightness, he's a hard guy to trust. Christopher Smith says taking Cincinnati full game run line too. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait at this point. I want to know if Votto's going to be in the lineup, and if Votto's announced out of the lineup, we'll get a better number. Bobby Digital says Castillo will shut them down. I agree. I'm going to make a move on the Reds at some point today. All right, let's move on to Dodgers at Braves. Marlins got one back yesterday. Let's see what we're dealing with. Dodgers, Braves. The total's at 10. It's not moved. 2-cent move to the over. Atlanta opened up at minus 110. There's been a 10-cent move towards them to minus 120. Russell Gordy says Dodgers plus money now. Are you going to jump on the Dodgers? And Topset says, Jimmy, don't overthink the Reds' first five. I'm gonna make a move on the Reds, but I still would like to have Votto in the lineup. And if Votto's not going to be in the lineup, don't you think we'll get a better line on it? But you're right. And Super Digital says, yeah, first 5 run line. I guess the move towards the Cardinals would be people expecting him not to be in the lineup. Okay. Russell Gordy, are you going to be back in these Dodgers? I'd love to hear that. Pie Guy says Marlins' first 5 yesterday was gold. Pie Guy, why did I not have the balls? Talked about it. He's even at plus a half. It was plus 150. Eric Jones liking the over. Maeda versus Soroka. Soroka's starting to look good again. I know he doesn't have wins to show for it, but he is starting to look good again. He's been very good for the whole season in totality, but he had a little hiccup there. Maeda, 8-8, 4.12 ERA, 1.09 whip, 89 Fahrenheit clear, 5 miles per hour, straight away center. Soroka, 10-2, 2.32 ERA, 1.08 whip, 128 innings, 103 Ks, 30 walks, and 7 home runs. Dodgers are hitting 264, 834 OPS versus righties. Braves, 263, 800 OPS versus righties. And Eric Nisbet on Cormier and Pettis. That is right with our guy, Anna Merrick. That is an interesting sign. Serious Business says Dodgers team total over again. And Jansen says Atlanta doesn't hit well against Maeda. Yes, Maeda is 2-0 with a 0.68 ERA in 2 career starts against the Braves. Wow. But, I mean, it's small sample size. 13 1/3, 2 runs, 1 earned on 8 hits. Wow. So before his recent start, so he's coming off a nice start, right? He 7 scoreless against the Diamondbacks on Saturday. And he's a streaky guy. But before that, he looked bad. And he was 0-6 over 10 starts. He almost lost his spot in the rotation. Back-to-back shaky outings before that Arizona start. He got touched for 11 runs over 6 2/3. Soroka coming off a strong start at Miami, fired 7 scoreless. But he hasn't won since July 14th. But his ERA has been fine in those games, 2.56. Torment says Maeda changed his mechanics last start, pitch great. Dodgers haven't seen Soroka. I'd lean under. Yeah. And Sanka says if Vegas set the lines too good to be true as a gift, it is so. Stay away. Like Houston minus 120 to lose outright. Yeah. Pink Eye Genie says Diaz easy money. Fight will go the distance. Favors Diaz. Wow, that's in. Guru says I don't trust Soroka against those bats. They're dangerous bats. I'm not making a move on Dodgers Braves at this point. Let's move on to Twins Rangers. Odorizzi versus Mike Minor. Seems like Odorizzi has turned the corner. It seems like he knows he's staying in Texas, family's staying in Texas, and he's being able to take a breath. And they're the favorite here. And there's been a 1-cent move towards them. Open at minus 107, now at minus 108. This total opened at 10, juice to the over. It's now juice to the under. Rangers have allowed 38 runs in their last 4 games. Miners should put a stop to that. 2.18 ERA in 1 start, but 12 appearances out of the 11 out of the bullpen, 1 start. 5-4 win last season at Target Field. He allowed 1 run on 3 hits over 6 innings. He's won his last 3 starts. 2 of them have been by 1-0 scores, not getting offense. Odorizzi, 4-1, 3.38 ERA in 7 career starts against the Rangers. Won 2 of his last 3 starts, including 4-1 victory over Cleveland on Saturday. It was a big game. He shut him out for 5 2/3, 6 hits, 4 walks, struck out 6. I mean, to me, even with Mike Minor on the mound, you want to probably take the better team. And Top Set's on that. He likes the Twinkies full game. David Stanton says Porcello and Brooks sound like an over to me. Book it. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about that game, David. Christopher Smith taking the Dodgers on the reverse run line at -1.5. I mean, there's never a wrong time to do that, but we have to remember with these Astros and with these Dodgers, I mean, the Dodgers are just 7 games over 500 on the road. Bobby Digital says Minor was absolutely filthy last start. Dominant. I bet on him, but Twins crush lefties. Chad Cannon says current Twins batting 182 versus Minor and 55 at bats. And then Jermel Wright, Twins with the win again. Rangers can't hit. And Thomas says I'd lean Minnesota. Rangers offense has been garbage since the break. Rangers don't have very good lefty bats to get the order easy. Yeah, then don't think the under would be in play. Jin Rami says my fair line for the Braves-Dodgers game is Braves plus 109, Dodgers plus 100. Interesting. Maybe Twins in game. Red Girl leaning towards Pirates full game over. Chad Cannon, Texas first 5. I expect then good performances from both pitchers. If that's the case, then this first 5 under's got to be in play. This first 5 under that's been killing me lately, but that shouldn't scare me off going at it. Let's see what it is. First 5 under, mini Texas, 5.5. And there's been a 12-cent move to the over 5.5. So I'm just going to leave that as a lean right now. And MLB says if not Rangers, definitely under. Okay, I'm just going to leave this as a lean to the first 5 under, 5.5. And Big Roo says I want Texas plus a half at plus 120 for first 5. That's a good-looking look. That's crazy, though. Plus a half. Really? I mean, how would you be getting plus 120 on that? I thought it was a pickup situation. Yeah, it must, because Texas first 5 alone is minus 115 or 116. Okay, let's keep rolling along here. I'm just going to leave that as a lean. Let's talk Mets-Royals. What do we do with this market move? I'd love to hear what Jin Rummy has to say about this market move. Just doesn't make sense here. I wonder what his numbers say. I mean, the Mets, again, we're a team that's 10 games under 500, but do we count what they did earlier in the year compared to what they're doing now? The money's starting to come back on the Mets, but still, there's been a 26-cent line move. That's a big line move. Mets at Royals, 86 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 6 miles per hour, sideways out to left field. Syndergaard 8-5, 3.89 ERA. Mike Montgomery 1-3, 4.63 ERA, 1.37 WHIP. Syndergaard 1.21 WHIP. Mets are hitting 271, 801 OPS versus lefties. Royals just 248, 718 OPS versus righties. Syndergaard riding a streak 6 straight games of at least 7 innings pitched. 2-0, 2.25 ERA, two regular season starts against the Royals. Montgomery coming off his best start since being acquired by the Royals. 7 scoreless innings, 12 Ks, 4 hits, didn't walk a batter. Montgomery 1-0, 1.88 ERA in 4 career appearances, 2 starts against the Mets. Jamel, right, like a Mets team total over. Domry saying this line's moved down and up. Pie Guy says, Jimmy, people are high on Montgomery because he shut out the Tigers. I still think he's trash. Eric Jones on the Mets under 9.5. Kevin Pine on Padres money line and under 9 in Astros parlay to save the week. Viper MB on Mets first 5. Wow. Guru says Montgomery better than his stats, but can't back the Royals. Don Marie says the books open the line, so some would automatically take KC. Mets in their league and versus Royals historically good. There's Matt Randall in the house. Welcome, Matt. Russell Gordy says on Mets run line and Padres. Anil Frank on Mets minus 1.5. I certainly like the Mets here, but I'm not. And there it is. Taint play of the day. White Sox money line. I'm in. I am in. Gonna copy and paste that right now. Copy and paster. There we go. And it's Duke Chaos on that team total over. Much love to you, Ragu. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Gonna copy and paste that there. I started with a whisper. Ron Walsack said only unders are in Little League World Series. No 13-year-olds allowed this year. Ooh, wow, Ron Walsack. I like it. Russell Gordon said, Jimmy, you sound bored. You good? Yeah, no, I'm very good. I need to bounce back here. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound bored. Sorry, Russell. I'm just in deep thought here. I'm in deep thought with this Mets spot, how to handle this Mets game. That's what I'm thinking. And then we have Marlins, Rockies, Giants, Diamondbacks. I am going to make a move on the White Sox before the show's over. And we have Astros, A's. Jamal Stone says, where's DJ Big Boss? And DJ Big Boss is here with us right now. Talk about being bored. How can you be bored when we got DJ Big Boss in the house representing Long Beach, California by way of Compton, California? Please welcome to the show my guy and yours. And if you want to party with him, got to come to the Diplomat Beach Resort starting Sunday. Please welcome to the show DJ Big Boss. How you doing on this Friday morning?
What's up, Jimmy? Reporting to you live from one of my unsuccessful businesses right here. You know, I put up the big screens for the movies in the park for these little bad kids right here. You know, we right here on the east side of LA. You know, these little bad kids right here, they ain't never seen nothing or been nowhere, you know. But you know, I pull up here, man. I'm pulling my stuff out. You know, little kid come up. You know, he you know, one of them little 7, 8-year-olds that look like he been on this earth before and talk with a deep voice. What's that? A jumper? I like, man, get your little crumb snatching butt up out of here, little grown self. But yeah, I'm over here with these little crumb snatchers right here. You know I usually be all over the place, but this is one of the real things that I do right here, giving back to the community, man. I try to be a pillar in my community. I provide the big screens for the movies in the park. We couldn't go outside today because, you know, the gangs are having a little misunderstanding right now, so it's hot outside. So I came in here with the big screen for the kids to watch a movie today. Little kid running around, what we gonna watch? But, you know, we're going to have some fun with these kids, let them experience something a little different on the 20-foot screen right here in the park, Jimmy. But I'm up. I'm glad to be with you guys this morning, and I'm ready to do some capping. How you feeling today, Jimmy? You days away from being in Miami.
Oh, man, I'm so excited, dude. I am so excited, and just a pleasure to see you giving back to the community like this, Big Boss. I love it. You're leading by example. You are leading by example. Big Boss, let's get right to work, my friend. Let's get right to work. We want to start with the Padres, Phillies, and we just had our own Matt Randall. Shout out to Elliot V in the house. Great job with Oakland and the Mets. Great job, Elliot V. We'll start with Matt Randall. We'll let Matt Randall lead us in. We know that the play today's White Sox money line, but he says also love Phillies money line, riding that momentum from last night. We skipped this game because we knew you were going to talk about it, so let's get right to it. Padres, Phillies, DJ Big Boss. Take it away.
I like that. I like that look right there. You know, that's what brought my eye to this game, that the Phillies been kind of hot. And right now in the season, you want to move around where the hot teams are. You know, you can look at these stats and ERAs and whips and all that stuff you want. But teams that are hot, they're at this point of the season, they're gelled together. They got a goal in common if they're trying to go far, or if they know they're not, they know what's going on. So you kind of like attach to the teams that's out there trying to perform, and then you kind of fade the teams that's, you know, underperforming right now. But that brings us to this San Diego at Philly game now. Here's a decent home team, Philly, who's 37-26 at home, versus a poor road team in San Diego that's 27-31 on the road. Now, the public is leaning the over on this one, but I just can't trust the bats in San Diego in this matchup right here. So, first game road trip for San Diego on this one, and it's a first game home stay for Philly as well. Now, Philly is three games back from second place in the NL East, and they're flirting with a wild card. They need wins right now to start going into this August, going into September. So I totally agree. Philly looks hot. It caught my eye. I was leaning Phillies. Broke it down to the pitchers right here. Now we got Paddock. He's 7-5, 1-0 in the last three, but he's 2-3 on the road though. Now he has an OBP of .247, an ERA of 3.26. He did pretty good in his last out right here. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, gave up 3 runs. Before that, 4 innings, 6 hits, and 6 runs. Pretty bad outing. But right before that, 5 innings, 3 hits. 1 run. So he has a little volatility as you know, as pitching in the last few. But just to note, on 6/4, 2019, he played against this same team here in Phillies. And yeah, same team in Phillies. And he went 4 innings, 8 hits, and gave up 6 runs in that game. So he did pretty bad against this team before. But Velasquez, on the other hand, he's just a common pitcher. He's 4-7, 1-2 in his last 3. But he is 0-2 at home, which kind of scares me in this one. But let's take a look at Velasquez's last 3 outings. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, for 3 runs, which is a nice out. Game before that, he went 7 innings, 6 hits, only gave up 2 runs. Before that, he went 5 innings, 4 hits, and only gave up another 2 runs. In the last 3 outings, he's gave up a total of 7 runs here. So he's pretty well, and he's going into this game focused. He has an OBP of .319. He has an ERA of 4.30. Now, versus San Diego, in his last time, which was in 2018, 7/22/2018, he went 7 innings, 2 hits, and 0 runs in a 5-0 win right there. So that kind of led me back to Philly. So I'm really liking the under in the first 5 because I'm looking at it like these 2 pitchers. Paddock, he's a little volatile, but he keeps it pretty low. So he may give up a run or 2, and then you got Velasquez, who's he's trying to prove a point. He's 0-2 at home. This is a good little home stadium they're going in. Good time for him to get a home win. It will be his first home win right here. So I'm backing them on the -1 line though, because it's some good plus money on the run line. But I do like them on the money line as well. So I'm gonna do half a unit, and get them on the -1. But I'm also taking the first 5 under -121. What you think about that, Jim?
I like both of the looks. And Paco Healy, our San Diego Padre expert, saying Tatis out is a big deal. Then we know Tatis Jr. But I feel like with Paddock on the road and Velasquez, that the volatility increases, and I just can't trust anything. I just can't have enough faith in anything in this game, really, to put my money on. Sure, I like Paddock as a better pitcher than Velasquez, but there's been some great notes from this chat. Great notes from the chat. One is that, what was it, about how he's already hit 100 innings. First time in his whole career. I forget, sorry, I can't even find it now. But that's such a good point that he's already hit 100 innings for the first time in his, that's Christopher Comentini. And then Dom Ricci saying Padres have been more patient, walked 28 times last 7 games. Velasquez is a walk-happy pitcher. Love Padres, and the team totaled over for the Padres. I can understand your look. And Christopher Comentini saying Velasquez .97 whip last 4 starts. I can understand your look backing Phillies and backing the under. I just don't have enough faith in Paddock on the road, Velasquez ever. This Padres lineup without Tatis, even though, as Dom says, they're being patient and getting their walks. All said, there's not one angle where I'm like, yeah, I believe in that. And I guess the main angle I believe in is Charlie Manuel on the bench. They've won 3 straight with him there. Harper feeling good. He's got a few home runs in the last couple games, right? He's got either 2 in his last 3 games or 3 in his last 2, whatever it is. Only 25 on the season. But that's the only thing I could believe in is that I think the Phillies will play well, but I like Paddock better than Velasquez. All said, I just don't feel confident enough to make a move, but I understand your moves.
Oh, damn, Jimmy, Dom Ricci, and you on the other side. It's all good though, man. We all cappers. You gotta go for what you know, man. And that's what I came up with from looking at this game. Originally, I just looked at the Phillies. So saying that after I broke it down a little bit more, I came up with the under first 5. I really like the under first 5 the most. I might fall off of the Phillies full game. But I don't know. Stay tuned to my Twitter. I'll probably put out an official play over there. But let's jump over into this very, very, very interesting game with these Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers is on a mega major city little tour right here. They go from hanging out in Miami to going over to Atlanta. This is after they had a nice homestay in August. Then they're gonna come back home and they see Toronto. Man, this Dodger team got it made in the shade right here. They really focused on trying to get far this year. Now the Dodgers are 3-0 versus Atlanta in 2019. The Dodgers are 8-2 in the last 10 against Atlanta. The Dodgers are 18-10 game one away. And then ATL is 6-8 game one at home. Now the Dodgers are 8-3 in the last 11 in Atlanta. So the Dodgers basically own Atlanta if you look at it on paper. Now we gotta always look at baseball. Teams like Atlanta, the Yankees, and sometimes the Dodgers as well. They have so many fans, they can kind of blur the lines a lot because of fan money that comes in. Because of course, after the Dodgers been beaten on the Atlanta, of course the fans would look at this as an opportune time for them to beat the Dodgers. That would be a great thing to happen on Friday. But on paper right here, doesn't look like Atlanta really has a chance. Dodgers been kind of big brothering them along in the last 10 outings, 8-2 in the last 10 outings. That's big brother mode. That means I beat you at your house, my house, all that don't matter. So Dodgers on this little vacation trip looking for Miami. What was the game plan in Miami? We gonna win, get up in the series, and then we're going to go tour the town and have a good time. And that's exactly what they did. They won 2, and they just got wiped up yesterday by the same team that they beat like that. Because, they was out trying to get a little taste of Miami on this mega trip they taking right now. I figure they're going to do the same thing in Atlanta. They're going to come in after getting embarrassed yesterday. They got to come in today, and they got to have some kind of balls today to say, let's go ahead and get a couple wins in so we can take a tour of the town and see what it's like out here. But this pitching matchup is interesting. Maeda versus Soranka. Maeda's 8-8. He's 2-1 in his last 3. He has an OBP of .275, which is great. He has an ERA of 4.12, which is all right. Soranka over here, he's 10-2. He's 0-0 in his last 3. He has an OBP of .282, and he has a 2.32 ERA. These guys are both fabulous. And in their last outing, both of them, Maeda's 8-10. He went 7 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs. 8-10 for Soranka, 7 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs. Let's look at the games before that. Maeda goes 2 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, and Soranka goes 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. And then, it's just back and forth for continuously good play right there, you could say. Now Maeda on the other end is 2-0 versus Atlanta with a .68 ERA and a .828 WHIP. And Soranka is 4-2 at home versus the Dodgers. Now, the funny part about this game right here that was really, really interesting right here was I started looking at the run line. Here's a chance we can get some plus money on the Dodgers right here. Let's spoil ourselves. So I look for Dodgers first 5 run line. Now, the line opened at 140, Jimmy, and Pinnacle has it at plus 108 right now. Bovada has it at minus 135 right now. Now, this is on the run line, plus half a point. And then Bet Online has it at plus 126 right now to take the Dodgers, plus 0.5 in the first 5. And Heritage has it at minus 130. So I was looking at the first 5 in that one. And also, I was looking at the first 5 under, which I see more volatility with the line right here. I can get that one at 5 dimes. First 5 under, 5.5 at 5 dimes, plus 105. But you can get it at Bookmaker at plus 112. What do you think about these lines right here, and where should I go right here? I'm liking the under first 5, and I'm also liking the Dodgers first 5 on the run line, which I don't really care for the Dodgers first 5 on the run line because they can bloom late. But I really like Dodgers full game on this one. But if I could get the Dodgers plus a 1.5 first 5, plus 126 with the bats at the Dodgers and the volatility, knowing that they want to come in there and get a win and start experiencing Atlanta. I don't know. Y'all tell me, what should I do, man? What you think?
Well, I don't see any plus lines at the plus a half. I see like plus a half at 5 dimes at minus 130. Plus a half at Bookmaker minus 132. Plus a half at Bovada minus 135. All the plus a halves are minus 130, 135. And then the minus a half is at plus 126 at BetOnline. So it's a pretty big swing. You're right. It's a big swing. You're basically getting a plus 130, or sorry, minus 130 if you want plus a half, or plus 126 if you want minus a half. With that said, if I was taking the Dodgers first 5, I would just take the money line at plus 108, which is what Pick'em is holding on, what Pinnacle's holding on to. If you were taking the Dodgers, I would take the Pick'em at plus 108 because you're getting the plus line and you get a push if it's a tie. I think that would be the most appealing. But here, this reminds me sort of that Philly Padres game. And in that Phillies Padres game, I wasn't against you. I just don't feel like there's a big enough edge either way. I mean, I could understand people saying, "Oh, I'm going to back the Dodgers," but we also had a comment earlier in the chat saying, "Man, these Dodgers, Astros, these teams have nothing to play for." And maybe the Oakland A's could give the Astros something to play for, but no one's going to, like you're talking about, Dodgers are on vacation. Tom Marino saying Maeda changed his mechanics and had a really nice start last time. That's interesting. But backing Soroka, I would like to at home, but not against the Dodgers. Both the games you've picked, I find extremely difficult to find an edge in total or money line. And when we have a full card, I just don't feel like I need to reach. So I think this is tough, man, because we just don't know if the Dodgers care. So I don't know how to help you. I guess the under would be, if I got a free play that I had to make on the under, I guess I would look at this first half under here. That's at 5.5, opened at 6. Now at 5.5, 6 would have been really nice. I guess I would look at that under 5.5. But even so, these bats are so strong. I mean, they both have OPSs against righties over 800. So I guess I would do that. And if I got a free play to make, I don't know what I would do. I guess I would just look for whatever plus line I could get, basically. I find this very, very difficult. I find this game very hard. And you picked 2, and I'm happy we're talking about them, but I just don't feel like I've got an angle to help.
Well, I'm going to lock it in, Jimmy, with the under first 5, under 5.5, plus the 105. I like that the best on this one. I'm gonna go with the total. I'm gonna keep it under. This right here could be a playoff matchup or something right here. And this is people starting to see the light of what's going on at the end of the season around this time right now. And it's a serious game. They are in vacation mode, but it's a serious game. And also, you got different antics. You can't show them everything in the first meetings and all that kind of stuff. But Dodgers definitely need this win so they can party on this vacation trip. And I'm going to take the under in this one. I feel they both come out focused and at least keep it down in the first 5. I might get lit a little bit in the 5th or something like that, but I definitely like it under first 5. I'm going to take that one right there. And then on the and my man Don Ricci was leaning the under in that game, so I'm liking that as well. And I'm gonna stick with the under first 5 in the Philadelphia San Diego. So I'm gonna get those 2 unders today, man. I'm gonna make unders great again. Like I had a little talk with my man Noli, and I told him we're gonna be making unders great again. Day by day now, because it's a day by day thing with the totals and stuff in the league right now. And it's Friday night. I'm sure they probably want to light it up, but at the same time, I'm sure these teams are focused right here, and I'm going unders on both those games. Jimmy, that's what it is.
Oh, I like it, man. I like it. I'll be watching in the dark alone, watching these games. I like it, man. But I'm not going to, at this point, I'm certainly not going to make a move on any of these 2 games. Man, great stuff. Absolutely great stuff, DJ Big Boss. Next time I see you, it'll be in person in Miami. I'm so excited about that, man. Big Boss, where can we find you on Twitter?
That's DJ BIGG. BOSS. And also catch me in the MLB contest on the SBR platform. I went 0-3 last night, Jimmy. I stunk it up a little bit. But I'm gonna put it together today and get everything going on the right level. But we're almost up to 200 people up there. Let's do it, low baggers. Make it a solid 200 for the contest this month. It's not too late. You got plenty of room. The top person has like plus 28 units. Like I said the other day, that's about 2 or 3 days of going 28-0, and you in there. But yeah, come mess with me over there, man. Like I said, I'm out here giving back to the community today. I love the kids, crazy as they are, but I always try to lead by example. Out here giving some of these kids on the east side of LA a little experience of something different. Movies in the park. We got the popcorn machine going over here. We're gonna have some fun right here, watch a little movie and hang out. But trying to get my funds together for Miami. And next time we have Low Bag LA, mark me down right here, my word on the show. I'll pull out the big screen. We'll watch the game somewhere and have a good time next Low Bag LA whenever we make it back to LA.
Much love, Big Boss. There he is. And I also got screwed in the contest yesterday. I was Cubs. I doubled up on the Cubs money line and -1.5, 5-1 going into the ninth inning. And instead of being 15-6, I'm 13-8, and it was very aggravating. Big Boss, thank you so much for joining us, man. Can't wait to see you in Miami.
That's what's up, Jimmy. And to all my low backers out there, Don Ricci, happy belated. Tease, Ski Profit, Whammo G, all of them going to be in Miami, man. If you're not going to be in Miami, make sure you stay tuned to the show. We're going to be having fun. Hey, and if y'all got any requests that the people that's going to Miami, let us know in the chat, man. We want to make long days out of this trip right here where we just doing stuff all day. And we're going to have a lot of good time. I'm going to be double fisted with drinks. I'm going to bring the whistle with me, and we're going to have a good time, man.
As you should. As you should bring the whistle with you. That makes a lot of sense. As you should. Much love to our DJ Big Boss in the house. Well, I'll tell you what I do want to do here before we put a bow on this is I want to take the White Sox and make sure that we talk about this game. I want to see, are there more lines? There's still no lines out. Man, I could have got the Jays at -131 at 5 times. Now they're -129. No, we have Whistler as starting. We do have Whistler, so it'll go Whistler, then LeBlanc. I want to make these moves on the Jays right now, but I'm kind of waiting at this point. Should I keep waiting? I just want to see what all the books are going to do here and give me. So I'm going to make moves on the Jays. I will tweet them out and I'll let you know exactly what I do. But I want to make a move on the White Sox here. I want to back Giolito. Giolito was very close to Tyler Skaggs, so everybody handles those things differently. And it does, you don't really know what you're going to get. But I feel like Giolito is going to be locked in. And Giolito is not the kind of guy who's going to be afraid. He's not going to be afraid of, oh, nice. Justin Grammer says, saw a video you advertising pick 6, 50K challenge I want in. Beautiful, beautiful, Justin Grammer. Yes, we need all the low baggers in the 50 grand pick 6 contest. We're going to be talking a lot about that in Miami. I mean, that's coming up so soon. So yes, and I should be hammering this link, but nice to hear that, Justin Grammer. We want everybody in the contest. We're all very excited. I've already signed up for the 50K pick 6 contest. So glad to hear that you're going to be involved too, Justin Grammer. But Patrick Sandoval, one thing about these White Sox is they're hitting lefties harder and harder and harder as the season goes on. They're now batting .274 with a .760 OPS. .274 average with a .760 OPS. Christopher Comentini saying Giolito will be locked in. And Josh Point on White Sox first 5 team total over in full game money line. That's what I want to do. And there's my guy, Cuban Connect. Jay's super run line. I'm all in. I love it, Cuban Connect. Cuban Connect, are you on Twitter? Because I'd sure love to have you in our Miami chat. Can't wait to, man. I just can't wait to party with you guys, man. It's going to be so much fun. I get in Sunday, Cuban Connect. Come hang out with us Sunday because with no shows, so we're just going to be hanging. I want to back Giolito here. I want to back Giolito. He's 1-4 over his past 7 starts, and so he's hit kind of a little bit of a bump. But man, was he good Sunday against the Oakland A's? 13 strikeouts, and I expect tonight, he's going to be thinking about Tyler, and he's going to meet with the family. And Raymond says he's going to throw a gem, and I agree with that. I agree with that. And Wally George also saying quip wire to wire in the Pacific Classic. So now we have Wally George and Jeff Joseph saying quip in the Pacific Classic at 9-2 wire in the field. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Wally George. Wow. So we have Wally and Jeff on quip. Wow, that's just unbelievable. Thank you so much for sharing. We've got to go. I know we didn't get to enough. Just quickly, I'm going to make these moves on the White Sox. Right now, I'm only on the over in the Dolphins game, but I wouldn't mind jumping on the first half over too. Is that up, or the first half line's up? And they are up. Moved from 23 to 23.5. And what's the full game done? I got it at 43. It's now, there's 42.5 at 5 dimes. That's weird. 44 at Bet Online. Okay, so I'd like to make those moves now. We're going to hammer these WNBA games on the late show. We're going to talk CFL on the late show as well. And we did miss the Rockies game and the Giants Diamondbacks game. We do know that there's some chat liking the Shark and the Giants here against these D-backs. And then we still need to hit this Astros, A's, Verlander, Rourke start. But I think Patrick Sandoval is vulnerable here. He's vulnerable here against this White Sox team that can get to them. And I'm going to back Giolito. So here we go. First half. See what I'm dealing with. First half money line. First 5 money line for these White Sox. I'm getting plus 104 at 5 dimes. So here we go. White Sox first 5 at plus 104. And then I'm going to go full game here. Full game money line. Full game White Sox. I'm getting another plus line. I'm getting plus 103. That's available at Bookmaker, Bet Online, and Pinnacle. So I'm going to go full game at plus 103. And then let's see what we're getting. Team total over quickly. Team total over. I have to go back to this. Oh, man. How did I Pinnacle? Why did everything was going right with Pinnacle? Why are you changing? Why you change on me, Pinnacle? Okay, here we go. Come on, Pinnacle. Oh, man, this is hard. Okay, here we go, the games. Sorry, Pinnacle gives me the best line, so if I could just be patient. Here we go. White Sox game. Going to move to here. Sorry, just 1 second. Come on, Penny. All right, here we go. Team total. Over 4.5 at plus 120. Wow. Wow. I'm in. All right. Over 4.5 at plus 120. There we go. 3+ lines right there. 3+ lines. Dom Reed said, Jimmy, how many we got? Seems like 50 people. We're getting the numbers sent in from the hotel today. Top Set says, my man says Nats first 5 and Reds first 5 under. I will copy and paste that. Here we go. And Dom Ricci, I'll put you on. Yeah, good. Cuban Connect. We need you in that group, man. We need. Oh, and Cuban Connect got his eyes on the Pirates money line. Thank you for sharing that, Cuban Connect. And okay, so I've got the 3+ lines on these White Sox here. And I'm going to jump again on this first half over in the Dolphins Bucks game. I'm getting a 22.5 here. I'll take 22.5 and minus 115. That's at U-Wager. So that's adding to my already. Let me just get to my football stuff. Sorry. God. Here we go. Please tell me. Okay, here we go. So I'm already on the over 43 at minus 110. Now I'm going to take the first half over 22.5 at minus 115. And I still got some decisions to make around Bears, Giants, Bills, Panthers. But we are going to be talking about those games briefly, but breaking down the weekend NFL slate on the Audible. That is at 4 p.m. Eastern. Sorry we went so long. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I am going to make moves on the Toronto Blue Jays in a similar fashion than I did with the White Sox, but I want to wait till the market's out. Oh, and look, Gas Station Sushi's got another play for us. I'm going to copy and paste this. Here we go at 8-1. I like it. I'm going to copy and paste this quickly. There we go. Oh, no, shit. That's my Audible page. Here we go. Sorry, I got to copy. Oh, man. So sorry. There's just so much to do. Okay, here we go. Copy and paste this. There we go. That's locked in. Okay, quickly. My action. I just jumped on the first half over in that Dolphins-Buccaneers game. But I'm on Nationals first 5 minus a half at minus 115 and full game minus 1. I'm leaning towards that first 5 under 5 Cubs Pirates, but I want more time on it. then I'm going to be backing the Jays in the same form that I hit the White Sox. And that's all I'm on right now. I've got to lean towards the Reds, but I want more time. I've got to lean towards that first 5 under 5.5 at Twins Rangers, but again, I just want more time on it. I'm leaning towards the Mets, but I need the afternoon. And then I tripled up on the White Sox. So not a ton of action yet, but the action will come, and I need a winning day today. Cuban Connect says Connecticut, WNBA will cover today. I'm going to copy and paste that. Thank you so much. And there's Twatty Latte, my guy Twate. And much love to all you guys. So let's get some more work done. And I can't wait to see you on the late show. Donnie Rightside will be joining us. And I'm looking to get a special guest to talk WNBA. I'll talk about that soon. But most importantly, let's get after it. Leche, hey, los bookmakers. Okay.